With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers, he gets this to Davante Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. On first down, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hope. Touchdown, Packers! As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
43!
On second down, it's Sanders. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow! Jump! Hey, 43, 15!
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Sanders. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie White, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
319. Inside. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Man open, Rice. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jerry Rice, 78 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This will be taken very short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
23 yards, the final tally.
Hey, take 26. Hey, Charlie.
To throw is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. On second down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Delta. Six guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, black.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Check. Lucky. Go. Hey, Mike. Hey, Alpha. Watch the shoot. Kill. Go right. Hey, turn it up.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Yellow. Three. Hey, check. 3. Yellow. Check. Out.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run. It's Sanders, and this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Adrian Amos with a pick. Pass, there he goes, left side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Jerry Rice with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now here's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack by Julius Peppers.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. On play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And this is Cook with a grab.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Rodgers now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mel Blount with a sack on the corner blitz.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Hey, box truck, box truck. You got nothing today. You got nothing. 26. 40. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
After the sack on first down, Rodgers, that'll be complete to Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Here's Rodgers on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
Hey, 26. Hey, exit.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And able to find Graham, complete. And he will get this to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
He's coming. Yellow. He's coming.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown! Jerry Rice, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Green. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line. Check. Switch. Hey, go.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hope. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And it's caught. The tight end Hill. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Rodgers throwing here. This will be caught at about the 6. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. It's Green, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken very short. Nifty move. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
20. Greg.
To throw is Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Julius Peppers. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. That was going to let it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Here's Rodgers throwing on 3rd and long. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers throwing again, rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try again with Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Here's Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
Stenerud able to put this one through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the made field goal, Stenerud back out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Holt, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Kill. Check 99. 20. Watch the ship.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, his second sack of the night. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. Quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. It's Johnson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
One thing we do know, He's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Hey, no, switch the mic right here.
Yellow. It's all attack. You got to go right here. You got to play big.
He's checking. Crash.
Right there.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So first and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Jones has it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Here's Rodgers to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 27.
40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Get that 57. Let's go.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Check.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to take a shot. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you?
Quick strip, the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Yellow.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw corners.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, Charlie.
Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Delta.
To throw is Rodgers. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And a Packer first down.
After 1, it's 9-0.
Check 3. Pilot, 64, win.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Now Rodgers. That's caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 8 yards out as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes going up top. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Zoo.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be complete to Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
And again, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Hey, let's go.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is Cook with a grab. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Rodgers now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 68 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
43! 43! Shoot! Switch! Back! Here we go.
Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyreek Hill. his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
You got tight. You got tight. Challenge. Don't let challenge.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Switch. Check. Right left. Under 10.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And the catch made by Johnson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Mahomes, maybe a free play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hope. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 15.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 11-yard line.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. For this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Check 4, check 4. Watch the edge.
Tighten out. You got 58.
Hey, watch the edge.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to go down again. Julius Peppers. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Rodgers now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Rodgers now on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Cook. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Check nipple. We're not going. Box it.
They'll try and throw for it here. Got his man. It's Driver complete. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Watch it. Jump out. Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick your game up. Mike 50. I'm here all day. Hey, Mike 50.
Rodgers now to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Check 99. Watch the shit. Hey, 26. 25.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Geno Atkins able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Yellow. Let's go, Woo,
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. On second down, here's Barkley. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now Saquon Barkley, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down now, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Here we go, D. Here Alpha. Here I come again. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Green 18. Shot. Back north. Hey, Orville.
Show it up. Show it up. 9-50. I'm going to come back.
To throw is Rodgers. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Hey, dude. Plant.
Mike 50. Here I come. Hey.
Rodgers now on first down.
Check.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Come on, CD, come on.
Box it. Number 50. Hey, you block over.
Rodgers going to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Julius Peppers just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. Third and goal.
Hey, box drop.
50, Mike's 50.
Hey, 88. Shift.
Hey, tighten down.
Hey, exit.
Here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Switch up.
Brings up second and 9 at the 3-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Yellow. 40.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. Mahomes firing complete. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Check your hot read. 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Let's get it.
At the
Slam,
32-yard line.
slam. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Shit.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes flushed out right. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
H3, 2, 18. Chopper.
Hey, 15.
Joker. Check 37. Check 3. Sponge.
15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On first down, Barkley, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Saquon Barkley taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Kill. Turn.
Jan 300. Jan 300.
Check it back.
Here we go. 58.
Shift. 32.
Rodgers now from the gun, he'll throw. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Holt. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, back up.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Five.
Here we go. 50.
To throw again, Rodgers. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Hey, 626. Chopper. Hey, 626.
And again, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll go to Barkley again. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
A couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That one complete to Driver. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, you find over here. Boom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end, Cook. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus